Ian, I don't have ears. No sound. Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. I have no sound. Okay, do you have anything?
Like, I don't know what's going on, my guy.
Okay. There we go. I got sound now finally.
Okay, maybe it was me.
I don't know.
Could have been on the wrong microphone here.
We came in off the intro there and I had no sound whatsoever.
That's so weird.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, everybody, I don't know what Ian said. I was trying to lip read, but I couldn't. I was trying to figure out everything, but I know it's weird seeing both of us on here. It's been a couple weeks. Hey, I see. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on the show. I've had some health issues, been dealing with those and everything like that. Ian has carried the show. I mean, especially last week with Dur the Pirate on.
Buddy Durs, yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome. I peeked into a little bit of that show. But you know, starting back up a spirit and everything, it's a lot to take on all at once, especially during our build period.
That's fair.
So
guys, obviously tonight we don't have a particular guest on tonight. Nope. It's just going to be us kind of riffing a little bit and interacting with you guys. I feel like it's been a little while since we've had an interactive episode. Yes. Outside of like just doing a couple of pull tarots and things like that. Obviously there's an odd bit of lull in the paranormal community now. I feel like
there is. That's actually very surprising. I do know that it is just over 2 weeks away from the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Yep. We got a couple weeks there till that's going. I do not believe either of us will be there this year.
We will not be, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, look, I want to go. I just have way too much stuff going on. I would love to go. I had a wonderful time last time. I got nothing against the bash or the people that are there. I mean, there are some people there that I could go the rest of my life without meeting again. But for the most part, it was a really good event. You know, and
no, it was a fun event, and it was for a great charity too. So
absolutely.
I mean, definitely a really great opportunity. So if you're in the Gettysburg area or around the surrounding areas, definitely go check them guys out. You know, I've been an active member. I've gone every year for 8 years in a row. This is the first year I'm actually missing it, besides for the COVID year. But
this is my first year missing it too.
Well, I know, but you just started going last year,
right? However, if you guys are looking to see us at a convention, we definitely will be at the main horror Paracon. I was actually kind of sad because I'm so out of the loop and kind of disconnected with everything going on right now. I completely missed that there was an event in Connecticut this past weekend.
Honestly, man, I gotta say the same thing. I have been kind of disconnected from everything because I've been focusing on, you know, getting my health back together and work and everything like that. So
yeah.
I know you and I had a conversation a couple days ago about how I felt sorry. I'm focusing more on work now than, you know, the show and everything. And I apologize to all the listeners and everything. But, you know, guys, it's one of those things. It's a seasonal job. It's one of those things I hate saying, but it's the job I work during this time of year. So when I hit the ground running with this job, I go full force at it. So, if I'm hit or miss, that's why Ian and I kind of decided to take a little sabbatical starting September.
It's called a hiatus, Russ.
Well, hiatus. Well, we're taking a little bit of time to recharge and rest.
We are not in academia. We don't get to take sabbaticals.
Well, we're going to go find ourselves at an IHOP at the main Paranormal and HorrorCon in September.
Trust me. You know, I'm a 40-plus-year-old married man. It takes me about 14 minutes after the family leaves the house and I'm alone to find myself. So we're good there. Not a lot of exploration necessary for me to find myself.
Okay, there's that. Anywho, no, so definitely Maine Paranormal and HorrorCon. Definitely go check that event out because that's in September 6th and 7th in Augusta, Maine, at the Maine Civic Center, I believe it's called, or the Augusta Civic Center. Ashley Merrill and Jeff Whittam putting this event on, and they have a fantastic lineup of guests. I thought the video was going to play at the beginning, but the event was actually just featured in Times Square on the billboards in Times Square.
I saw that. That was wild.
That was awesome. It was like a complete video commercial that ran and everything, and that was crazy.
You know, it's funny to me. I'm sure it was an ordeal to be able to get that done, right? Like, there's no way it wasn't. But I think it's so wild now how accessible that kind of stuff is. Like, if you think about it, like 30 years ago, if your event was on a billboard in Times Square, it's because like the nation is going.
It's right? Something like, somebody would show up to.
Like,
and by the way,
like the whole country is going. Yeah,
I'm not discrediting the event at all.
But like it was like, you know, that was reserved for like the Sesame Street Theater and like
the Broadway shows,
Disney on Ice, Broadway shows, you know, national championships for sporting events or Tyson fights.
Oh yeah.
And now, like, you can get on there. Like, I am 100% sure it was not easy or cheap to do it, but it's just crazy.
This is also showing the power of social media and connections.
Yeah, it's such a different world when it comes to that stuff. I was so blown away and happy for them that they were able to get up on there. Like, and happy for us as guests. It's super cool to like be able to see an event we're going to
drumming up the excitement and everything for it.
Well, like I don't know, and I guess this goes back to like my 6th grade or 7th grade, whatever it was, New York field trip with high school. Like, I'm going to be a part of an event that was on a Times Square billboard. You know, my face isn't nearly as pretty as some of the other folks that got to be featured, but I understand. You know,
dude, we're lucky we're even on the poster.
That's a fact.
I mean, shout out to Jeff and Ashley. They've been fantastic to us through this entire time. So,
oh, absolutely. It's just been such a cool ride. But no, so you have Spirit coming up, right?
I do, sir.
So you're kind of going incognito for a little bit. I got a couple of work things that I'm getting through. What are some of the things that like kind of you're looking forward to just over the coming months? Because I know you do the cliche bullshit. You go to Salem. No.
I haven't been to Salem in honestly 3 years.
Really?
I will not go to Salem in October.
I hate Salem in months.
I hate people. So anytime, like the first time I went there, it was ass to elbow people, and I have very bad social anxiety. So it's just, I was like sardine in a subway, and it just,
so
I did not.
Is your social anxiety like you just think everybody hates you, or like what's your social anxiety?
Feeling locked in.
Okay. Because I was going to tell you, like, you really do not need to like dwell on people hating you.
No. I could give a shit.
Because I just wanted to make sure that like that wasn't an anxiety you had. Because anxiety or baseless fears that like eat away you because of your imagination. And I wanted you to know it's true, and you don't need to be anxious about it.
People really don't like me.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
For the most.
I appreciate the pep talk.
Yeah. No. Hey. Anything I can do for a buddy.
I mean, you know, why not? You know, but no, I avoid Salem, especially in October. I would say it is actually on a bucket list of like anybody that's never been to Salem or anything like that. Well, definitely go once during October.
Well, it's like, to me, it's very similar to Plymouth Rock, right? Like, as far as Massachusetts historical
Oh, you get
attractions
up there and
go.
you're like, oh.
Yeah, I'm done now. I don't need to ever do this again. Like, it's cool. It's
When
like,
I moved up here 8 years ago, I was so excited to go see Plymouth Rock because I'm a big history buff.
oh,
And
it blew your mind, didn't it?
I was just like, I walked up to it and I was like, oh my God. All right, where are we gonna go to drink at?
Like, I honest to God, anytime someone tells me they're coming up here and they're gonna take a look at Plymouth Rock, I tell them, like, it's absolutely gonna blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't tell them
Not in a good way.
why. Yeah, I don't tell them that it's not gonna be in, like, a life-changing way. It's gonna be in a, like, did I really just do all this for this? Um, but and I catch a lot of flack for this one too. I feel the same way about the Lizzie Borden house.
You know what? I have been to the Lizzie Borden house. I have actually stayed overnight at the Lizzie Borden house.
Yeah.
And
So many people love it.
it's a bucket
thought
list thing.
I can't even get on board for that. Like,
As a paranormal investigator, though, like
no.
as a true crime aficionado, as a paranormal investigator, that's kind of like I'm gonna go stay in the place where these murders actually happened.
Well, all right. So, and here's my thing too, right? As a history person, not really like a true crime history person.
Yeah.
It's not the house.
Oh no.
It's not where the murders happen. It's a completely recreated building that, like, has been rebuilt over so many times and so many
Well,
years.
now that, and I'm not gonna try to stir up feathers here or anything, but now that Ghost Adventures USA has now taken over the Lizzie Borden house, they have now installed a bar in the house.
That makes it arguably more attractive to go to.
Now, if you do not know about this, here's the kicker. Here's what will make you laugh. They put a couple lanes of axe throwing out in the garage.
That's fucking amazing. I did not know that.
Yep.
And I am going to I'm gonna give the Lizzie Borden house a second go. Because the first time I went, it was miserable. Kim
Yeah.
loved it. She was like very much in your camp where it's like, oh, this is where the murders happened. Like, this is so cool. And we walked around the house and, like, I just got like grandma's house vibes. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, kind of like, I
Like,
don't want to sit
make
on
sure
that. I
you
don't
sit
want to
on the
touch that.
plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Always
it
use a
just was,
doily.
yeah, it was just, I don't know. Like, I didn't get, like, on the paranormal side, I didn't really get any, like, I wasn't catching any vibes there. Um, from the history side, I know that there's some debunked, we'll say, because I don't want to get anybody mad. There has been question on the validity of whether or not that was actually the physical location of the house. Because let's be fair, Rhode Island doesn't exactly have awesome records on stuff.
Well, I mean, Massachusetts is also where the Lizzie Borden house is located is not one of the best towns in Massachusetts to begin with either.
Yeah. And I apologize. I don't know why I said Rhode Island.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, for some reason in my head, I was thinking that was the time we went down to Rhode Island. That was actually a different house.
That was the Conjuring house, which is a whole nother story in itself.
Now, the Conjuring house, funny story there. I got to go a couple of months before the whole, like, explosions and everything went to hell.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
that's one way to put it.
yeah, and so I also, like, cool vibes. Like, I dug it, but also wasn't like, and again, I'm one of these people that I believe, like, you get what you bring in. So, like, if you have unresolved shit and, like, you have pain and you have uh like a desire to experience something, I feel like you're more likely to get what you are expecting.
Yeah, yeah.
When if we go on the principle that like
You're
spirits are just
pre-setting yourself up in your head of you're hearing the stories prior to going, and you're like, I'm gonna go into this room, and this is what happened to other people, so this is what's gonna
well,
happen to me.
I actually think it's deeper than that, right? Like I
Okay.
actually think so. We've talked about it here, like we've talked about it in person and everything like that. And for as many people that don't like me, and as many a times as I do things I don't like about me, I have no confusion about who I am, how I feel, or like any of that. Like I don't walk through the world in a state of personal conflict or confusion.
Yeah.
Like I am me. Like that is just who I am, and I accept it. And if you accept it, great. If not, I don't really care. But if we're dealing with, and this kind of goes back to like kind of what my idea of what spirits potentially are, which are essentially like energy mirrors, right? Like if they
Yes.
require us to fuel their existence here, well, their existence, if being fueled by our energy, is going to reflect our energy. And so if we are filled with turmoil, self-loathing, unrealized self-actualization, like that's what's going to pour out.
Of
And
course.
so when I was at the Conjuring House, it was super chill.
Yeah.
Spent the night there. Arguably the best night's sleep I've had at any paranormal
Any
location
place ever.
ever. No, well, not any place ever.
Well,
There's
no,
obviously
I meant
been like,
like,
but like from a paranormal perspective, far and away the most comfortable I've been in an overnight.
okay.
Like far and away the most comfortable.
Like you weren't like worried about like peeking around a corner or seeing something or waking up in the middle of the night and having something standing over your
No,
bed.
I
Just
actually
kind of.
sleep worse at Wilson Castle. I'm more pestered at Wilson Castle when I sleep there than I was at Conjuring House.
I sleep worse at Wilson Castle too for many reasons.
And even, well, yeah, I'm one of them. Um,
You're the main
but
one.
even the last time we went up, when we went up last October, um, it was so comfortable that the temperature was perfect. Like, didn't
Yeah.
really need blankets. Like, it was just a very comfortable trip. And so it wasn't even like the brutal cold was playing a factor or anything like
No, no,
that.
no. You didn't have to keep throwing logs on the fire.
Well,
Like,
and there's so many more people there, I think, too, like, because there's like 20, 30 people there. So there's a lot
a
of different
bigger, yeah.
energies. There's a lot of different energies going through. And I went up with Denise Empey and crew,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which
I love
which
Denise.
is I love Denise too, because she's in a similar campus to me where it's like,
Yep.
you know, knowledge of oneself really does change the energy you bring into a room. Um, and so yeah, it was just super, super chill. I haven't, and I guess maybe I'm gonna end up like one day getting bit by this statement. But I don't think I am, but I'll be told that I'm gonna get bit by this statement by a great number of people. I've never been in a place that gave me like bad vibes.
That like you're like, I need to get out of here now, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I've never gotten the flea. Like, I need to
I've
get the fuck
gotten it
out of
at
here.
one place.
Oh, that's not true. I have gotten it in one place before. Where'd you get yours?
I got mine at a location called House of Wills in Cleveland, Ohio. It's an old
Oh,
funeral home.
okay.
It was kind of like we were standing in a the story of it is there's a bar area that
Okay.
the owner of the funeral home used to host parties and shit like that all the time. Um, so he had his own private bar that when that was right off the ballroom area.
Okay.
And one of the things was one of the patrons of this bar, or one of the frequenters of his party, was a very aggressive, very mean drunk.
Okay.
I guess there was a bartender because the owner would always hire very young, very attractive bartenders.
Yeah.
I guess this guy thought he would have his way with her and ended up in her demise.
Oh shit.
Um, the claims of the bar area are you like taste iron, which taste iron does blood.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that's kind of like that tingy blood metal taste to it.
Yeah.
And like we were doing a ghost box session. We were also doing a flashlight session as well as we had REM pod set up and everything started going off. I started tasting that iron taste on my mouth.
Yeah.
Across the ghost box, we started getting stop, no.
Oh shit.
Then if no one out there has ever used a ghost box, which I'm assuming if you've watched the show, you've used a ghost box.
Or you at least are familiar with what one is.
Yes. Normally with a ghost box, you get actual words coming across. We got a sigh, and the best way I can describe it was like that end of life sigh.
Oh, so it's the death rattle.
That last breath, yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we heard come across the ghost box, and I'm like, this is not right. I'm tasting blood. I need to get the fuck out of here now. And I went outside. I grounded myself. I smoked a cigarette, got hydrated again, and probably about an hour went by and I went back in. But that was one of the moments. And I've actually had headphone cords come around my neck.
Yeah.
Like threatening me. And I was just kind of like, all right, cool.
Let go, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Like, all right. If you're going to do something, do something. Like, it's just, I don't know. That was kind of my moment of like, I feel very uncomfortable here, and I definitely know I need to go. Because I actually thought of 2 questions for you earlier because, when we came up with the whole just free balling thing and everything and just, just shooting the shit and everything. I was actually going to ask you if you ever had your like aha moment of like, this shit could actually be real.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I've told you this story.
Okay, well, I
yeah, no, I grew up with this shit.
Oh yeah.
So like I've actually had what we're assuming is like the kind of echo of my uncle following me almost my entire life.
Yeah.
So the circumstances of his death and my birth are very
coincidental.
Well, they coincide.
Okay.
He died 5 months before I was born. We lived in his house when I left the hospital. Everyone in the family says I have the same attitude, demeanor, and sense of humor as him.
Oh God, I would not have wanted to meet your uncle. Like 2 of you?
No. So I mean, there was one instance, the big instance, I think, that I didn't find out until I was a teenager. While living at my uncle's house, the first 2 weeks that we were there, someone would bang on the door at like 2:00 in the morning every morning.
Okay.
Now I was born in December, and we're in New England, and so my father would go out and look for footprints in the snow.
Keep talking. I am needed for something really quick.
Yeah, and so
keep talking.
Yeah. So this went on for a few weeks, a couple weeks, and then it all culminated with that happening again. And father did the rounds, didn't find anything. Ended up going upstairs to where I was, and come to find out, the window in my bedroom, in my nursery, had been blown open. And after that, it stopped. And from then on, I would hand gesture to someone in the room to pick me up that wasn't there. I think my screen got a little dirty there. I don't know what the hell's going on with the picture quality. And then by the time I was 8 or 9, we had moved to Marshfield. And I would see a man standing in my bedroom door pretty frequently, very pleasantly, not non-threatening, seemed very protective. And by the time I actually kind of mustered up the courage to say something to my parents. I apparently scared the shit out of my father because I had described my uncle, who to this day I've never seen a picture of. Never once seen a picture of him. So it was, I mean, that's always been kind of in my life. There's always been some kind of trickery happening around me as far as the spirits go, whether it's things going missing right up until my breaking point and then magically appearing right in front of my face, or just weird shit. Kim and I have a story about the time we unplugged the radio and it kept playing. So it's been that, but I've only had the one bad vibe moment.
Okay.
And I don't think it came from I don't think it came from the paranormal. It was in a room full of living. Friend of mine and I,
you
she
can
had come up from
definitely
DC.
absorb the energies.
Oh yeah, she came up from DC. We were hanging out in Boston, and her and I are very similar. Personality, demeanor, approach to nightlife or drinking. We just make friends and find
Everywhere
out
you
where
go.
the night goes.
Yeah.
And so we were both unleashed on Boston. And so we had hit like 4 different places. We had found like 3 different groups that were taking us to different places. And then we found one group where there was this little like there's no way to say it without it sounding condescending. She was prey. Like she was naive and like it was a very uncomfortable situation because she was with like a finance bro and the way he was talking was super like unpleasant. And her and I both kind of were like, I don't really feel comfortable not going with them because pretty sure this girl's getting roofied tonight.
Yeah.
And so they brought us to Lolita Cucina in Boston.
Okay.
Over in Fort Point. I walked in there. I got halfway through my drink and was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like I've never once felt like I was in a genuinely evil place.
Yeah.
Until that night. Like I could not describe it to my friend. Like I told her like, and you've seen me in social situations, like whether it's a crowd or whatever, I can deal. Like there's no like environment really where I struggle to find me in it. But that was without a doubt like the way I would describe it is, you remember the movie Constantine?
Yes.
Remember when he goes into the room and all the demons kind of look at him and then he turns on the holy water sprinkler, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like
kind of you walked in and
that was the
like,
room that I felt like I walked into and I had no holy water, right? Like, so
you were out on an island.
You know, I was in a room full of fucking evil, man. Like genuine evil. Like that
well,
was
I meant like you were out on an island as to like there was nothing you could do.
Yeah, and so we convinced this girl she had already had way too much to drink and convinced her to get into an Uber that we paid for. And we got her out of there and then we left.
See, but that's just you guys being good people.
Yeah. We were in there for like all of 18 minutes. Like from the moment we walked in, ordered a drink, I got halfway through my drink and I'm like, we need an exit. Because if I'm here like another 20 minutes, like the exit's gonna get ugly. Like I am not.
You're gonna lose your shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've never been so uncomfortable or off put or like ready to leave somewhere more in my life. And so, yeah, I guess I have had that. Like, there was definitely something evil there that night. Like there was, whether it was people or what. I've never felt that kind of negativity and that kind of like, I don't know, it was bad. That was bad. What was your other question?
Being a skeptic.
Well, so I'm a believing skeptic.
You are a believing skeptic.
I just don't believe 99% of the evidence. Like,
well, the evidence is doctored. a lot of the times,
Right.
unfortunately, and I hate to say that, but
Or
it
it's
is
just
true.
not even actually there.
Yeah.
Like,
I
or
mean,
it's, hey, did you see that shadow move behind me? And it's like,
okay,
yeah,
so
the fucking car drove by.
sad point. We'll say this really quick. What do you think, as an investigator,
Yeah.
the creation of AI is going to do for evidence that people are putting out there?
Oh, it's going to create such an abundance of fake evidence. Like, it's going to create bullshit and misinformation. And I think the paranormal community is particularly susceptible to that because you have a large group of the paranormal community that desperately wants to believe.
Yes.
And so there's already confirmation bias going into the review of evidence.
Yes.
And so, we have a friend, Kyle, who is a part of few groups, and every now and again he'll be like, hey, no, that is a deer. You did not catch a chupacabra. Like, you can tell it's a deer on camera. And everyone in the comments is like, oh, you're just a naysayer. Why
Just
are you
ripping them
bashing
apart.
their evidence?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, because the
I have common
credibility of
sense
the
and
field,
logic.
well, because the credibility of the field relies on validity of evidence, and
Yes.
you're just looking for an echo chamber of, oh my God, yes, it's real. You're not actually looking for evidence. And so that's been a problem in the community for a while already.
Oh, 100%.
And AI is just going to make it worse. I think that a lot of the time too, we get so wrapped up in validating ourselves because
Oh, 100%.
there is a portion of this, like, most people that are, and I've had conversations with a few folks in the paranormal, right? And like, a lot of the people in the paranormal fields are dealing with a lot of issues themselves, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so there are, and I don't want to say this in because it's not meant in a condescending way. There are mental health issues that people need to address. There's
Oh,
there's
100%.
things people should be in therapy for, but they're in the paranormal instead.
100%.
And so
I don't know if that's Jeff or Ashley that just popped in with the main paranormal horror con.
Not too sure either. But
probably Ashley. She's the one that stays up later.
Well, because she can. And so I think that AI is going to start creating false validation for a lot of people.
Oh, 100%.
And I think there's going to be a lot. Oh, dang. Hey, Jeff, we're both wrong. I think it's going to be a really dangerous time for people's mental health and well-being.
Because people are going to be like, no, this is real. This is real. I swear to God, this is real.
And it's not, right?
And it's not.
And I mean, unfortunately, social media primed us for AI to have as much sway over our opinion as it will.
Well, there was actually just a a video that just came out. You and I were kind of discussing this a little bit ago. Ozzy Osbourne just did his Back to the Beginning show.
Yep.
After the show, a video popped up of him and Sharon.
Yeah.
Talking about how they just landed in Switzerland and that they were going to this clinic that is a specialty end-of-life clinic.
Oh.
That they were going to go out together on their own terms.
I'd have believed it.
That's all Ozzy wanted to do was have one last show. That, like, and if you haven't seen Ozzy, anybody out there that's listening, he's in rough shape. Like, he's
real bad.
He looks like he's hurting.
Yeah.
But Kelly Osbourne came out 2 days later and was like, this is an AI video. They used snipped together videos of Ozzy to be talking and everything. And it was pretty much like, this is just a hoax that's out there. And we're seeing this now more and more with AI.
I don't think we're seeing it more. I think we're just seeing higher quality.
True. Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
There's always been the hoaxes, but now you're like video behind it.
Now they can be mass produced. Now they're higher quality, right? I
where
saw
it's almost believable.
Saw a really good video of Donald Trump wearing a pink dress singing Pink Pony Club the other day.
It's on the internet. It has to be true, right?
So yeah, I don't think he's welcome in the Pink Pony Club, but
no, I don't think so either. But I mean, that is what it is. But we won't talk about that.
No. But no, I mean, I think that it's going to make access to fake evidence a lot more accessible. However, there are, if you're diligent,
there are applications and everything out there that will be able to discredit.
Yeah, it'll be much easier to identify.
Oh, 100%.
As a completely fabricated image, because there's underlying code that actually doesn't
exist
yeah in standard video data that exists in AI generated videos.
There was something I saw something about it, like a video. They were like, "Oh yeah, we submitted this to such and such or whatever," and we've seen all through this video it's been paused 4 times and saved in an editing program.
Yeah,
and then went a little bit longer and then paused and say back and forth. It was 4 times, and they're like, "Yeah, this video's 100%
completely edited." Yeah,
yeah.
And so I think it's going to make it more difficult. And I think, look, for America in general, I think we're on the precipice of one of the most catastrophic mental health spirals.
Oh, I agree with you 100%.
Just as a country, we've gotten so far away from meaning in life, like tangible meaning, that we're primed for this. And so I think that there is a gross dehumanization that's happening, and I'm not talking one side or the other. I'm saying both extreme sides dehumanize the other. I saw one video the other day that wasn't AI. It was actually a pretty predominant content creator.
Okay.
Who was sent the 1937 and 1938 speeches from a failed Austrian artist. I'm not gonna name names. And it was put through AI for translation.
Anybody that's out there not listening, if you were to, if they're still caught up on not knowing who this is,
that's not my problem.
Did he happen to relocate?
No. No. That was all Austria, Germany. It was all the same. Like Austria was just kind of a verb. But all the same empire. They put it through AI so that they were in English.
Did he drop the hottest rap album ever?
No, just straight English, like straight translation.
Yeah.
And kept like the emphasis and things like that as you would in English.
Yeah.
And this gentleman went on to speak about how the translations that he's been told and the messaging that he's been told seemed way worse before he was able to hear the translated versions himself. And that maybe we were on the wrong side of history on that one.
Kind of gets you thinking a little bit.
No, it doesn't. No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't.
I'm playing devil's advocate here.
There's nothing to advocate. So instead of someone being like, "Oh shit, I'm hearing things that went incredibly sideways historically,"
yeah,
and were universally agreed to be evil. Instead of being like, "Oh shit, maybe there's some red flags going on here,"
yeah,
they were like, "Oh no, maybe we shouldn't have gotten involved in 1944." That was the takeaway. And so this like detachment from meaning and purpose and authenticity with each other is allowing people to completely play this warped morality game in their head.
Fair point.
Where if you're able to dehumanize everyone, right, you're able to kind of strip everybody away from like empathy and
who you are as a person.
Yeah. You're then able to say and do and act horrifically towards each other.
Yeah.
And so to your point, I mean, this is kind of a larger issue in my opinion, but with the AI, that's already happening in the paranormal. Like we've been seeing this happen in the past, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years since I've been around. At least I've seen it. Maybe it's been around longer.
Even back when digital came out, they were trying to fake things.
But where this disconnect from empathy and understanding and compassion, you know, we see people get like treated exceptionally poor in the paranormal community based on rumors.
Yep.
Right? Like,
oh God, 100%.
Some of those situations have come out to be true. Some of those situations, there haven't been any evidence of it. It was just a rumor. It was just a gaslight.
It has been completely false. Yes.
And so
we know several on both sides.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we dealt with it in Warner Paranormal, right? Like
yes,
there were some things that were brought up, originally just rumors, turned out to be substantiated. We had to take actions and remove someone from our organization. But like, I don't know, man, we're just de-evolving as a people, I think. And like, we're just becoming so
we're regressing
tribal.
in our form of logic and common sense. And we're regressing back to that.
Yeah. And I think
Neanderthal kind of.
And AI is just going to eat that shit up, man.
Dude, I will tell you what, AI is pissing me off because I am so pissed off about all these damn Bigfoot videos that I'm seeing out there.
All right, hold up. No. This is, I'm not going to lie.
There are some that are funny.
If there was a case to be made on why AI needs to be allowed to progress, those Bigfoot videos are fucking hilarious, man.
I know I've sent you a couple.
I've watched probably damn near all of them that exist.
And I'm sorry if no one out there has seen this whole pop up on Facebook, amazing. Instagram. There are some very
videos are wonderful.
And I'm not saying this in a despairing comment or anything like that. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney, you're never late. A wizard
never late. You're always on time
when they intend to.
There is a character they
Downsy.
I wasn't trying to say it, but
it's not our content, man. We're just referencing someone else's content.
True. Yes. It is Downsy, and those ones I will say are fucking hilarious.
Arguably, like the most contentiously amoral as well. I think it's odd that that's
100%.
Like, those are the ones you're saying are like good. Because I love the ones when he's fucking with hikers.
Oh God, yeah.
Those are or when he's fucking with Yeti. Those are. Like
I'm over here agreeing with you, and I just said they're annoying, but there are some out there that I do watch that are.
Gold, man.
They are. I will give credit where credit is due.
But to be fair, it is 2025. I have been promised flying cars, non-terrestrial colonies. I've been promised holographic projections for movies. I was promised a Jaws 14. I was promised all this shit.
Jason Strikes Back for the 90th time.
And I'm just getting AI thirst traps and Bigfoot videos. I'm a little fucking let down. That's all I'm going to say about technology. That's all. That's as far as
the problem with it is I'm a huge movie buff too. I love watching movies and everything. And these fan-generated AI trailers that they're putting out there are fucking almost believable.
Oh, have you seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader fight?
Yes.
That, if anyone like Star Wars at all. Somebody with AI redid the final fight between Vader and Obi-Wan as they're escaping. And that shit was fire. That was amazing.
I will definitely give you that. That was definitely
fire. That was awesome. That was such a good video. But again, like, but then you have to think about like authenticity of art, right? Like, I actually got into this argument too because
we actually have several friends that are artists.
Yeah, and so obviously the entire art community is like really pissed about AI, whether it's videographers, photographers, graphic designers, artists. Everything, artists in general. And the shit thing is because I want to be on that team, right?
Yeah.
I want to say like, no, like we need to make sure that like artists get paid for being artists. Like that's a 100%. Super important part of society.
Yeah.
You know, societies always have art and you need artists for art. Art also allows for empathy and learning and cultural exchange. It's a super critical part of culture. But also like the only arguments I have are like people like, oh, you just give it a prompt and then it goes out and steals all the different styles from everything else and then puts it together. And it's like, have you ever taken an art class?
You're replicating somebody else's artwork.
Because all an art class is a teacher giving you a prompt and then giving you a whole bunch of different examples to take from and make your own.
Exactly.
Like
here's this painting, literally here's this painting, here, you know, it's draw from this what you want.
And then the argument there too, and I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying that like I think there's a better argument to be had. Because I've had people that are just like, oh, well, if you want to be able to generate that image, because I play RPGs, right?
Yes.
And I got a couple of artists that I know personally that I can go to and just be like, hey, can you create a character image for me? You know, sometimes free, sometimes not.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah. But a lot of people get pissed when they use AI to do that. And it's like these people weren't going to pay an artist to do it anyway, for one.
No, yeah. If they're looking it up on AI,
they were just not going to have art for the character. And then some of like the online community arguments I've seen are like, well, why don't you just take 3 months and learn how to draw?
3 months is not enough to learn how to draw.
Hold on, ready?
To begin with.
Ready? I'm the wrong person to ask that, to say that to. Because, Russ, what are you sitting on right now?
A couch.
Did you build it?
Yes, 100%. Hands up.
Why didn't you just take 3 months and learn how to do some carpentry and upholstery? Why'd you buy a couch?
I mean,
that was made by a machine. Why'd you buy a couch? Why didn't you just take the time to learn how to do some woodwork?
Because my project of me sitting on something would have taken 3 months instead of 1 day.
Well, and that's the thing is like, well, but even then, Russ, I love you to death. Do you really think you're going to be able to learn to upholster?
Oh, fuck no. Never, never in my million lives. No.
And then the argument from a lot of the art folks is, well, you could if you tried. And it's like, well, like I got a full-time job. I got a kid. I got a wife. I got a house I look over. How many more skills do you really think I'm going to be able to fucking learn in my free time?
Yeah. How many more you want me to pick up?
Right? Like I can already rebuild my house from the ground up if I need to. I can build most of the furniture that's in my house.
There are certain skills certain people pick up.
And you're going to shit on me because I can't pick up a marker?
Yeah.
Like you're living in the house somebody else built. You're living,
bro. You're living in your grandma's basement.
That literally machines made, like literally, like AutoCAD went in and told a machine how to cut shit, and then a machine boxed it up, put all the parts into a bag. The closest thing to a human interaction to that was like they double checked the fucking nuts and bolts were in there, which they probably didn't even do. They probably just looked at the weight.
Well, that like, human interaction was coming up to the machine and going,
yeah, boop.
All right, good. We're good to go for the next 5.
I think there's a better argument against AI. I just haven't heard it.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's one of those things where,
and I'm not discrediting the anger artists are feeling about it right now, because
no, not at all.
Because the employees in Detroit, Michigan were pretty pissed when the machine showed up too. And then all the people at all of the department stores were pretty pissed when the machine showed up there too. So yeah. Oh, Steve White.
Yeah, but thanks, Steve, for listening in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no,
it was
hold
to
on.
Courtney. Like, really,
yeah,
really
Courtney,
appreciate it.
Where's this Bloody Mary mix?
Yeah, right.
World famous recipe for Bloody Marys.
Have you not seen the picture she's been posting up?
No.
Oh, her mom makes special.
I've been like off grid, man.
Her mom makes like special Bloody Mary. She had a little staycation this past week.
Well, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So her mom makes like special Bloody Marys and shit like that, and they look fantastic. Like, see if you can pull one up. Just look up her Facebook page.
No. And I'm a degenerate drinker, so.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Bloody Mary.
Okay, is that a fucking Bloody Mary? Oh, but ruined with olives. I love everything else going on there.
Yeah, but just what you don't like doesn't mean other people don't like.
Oh yeah, I'm not yucking other people's yums. I'm just saying it ain't for me.
Just don't eat the olives.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even be around olives. I'm not gonna lie. They just, oh.
When I worked at the movie theater, I had my theater manager who helped me because I ran the concession stand. I was in charge of all the food and everything. Yeah. He was actually allergic to jalapenos.
Oh man, that is a dangerously common item to be allergic to
in a movie theater.
Working a minimum wage job.
Yeah. No, he wasn't minimum. He was the theater manager, so he was.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is he's managing a bunch of minimum wage people that have very little to lose, and his weakness is entirely too common. Is entirely too common for that shit.
Yeah. Oh no, like it was like, well, because the thing about it is, like, at the movie theater, we would box up nachos, but we would always do a side of nacho cheese and a side of jalapenos.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we'd always have to fill the cups. And he could not cut. We would have to give him a warning. He could not come anywhere near. It was that bad. Like, he just smelled it, and it was a reaction.
Oh man, I bet he approved everybody's vacation days. Just like
he was a bit of a tight ass, but I mean, well, I mean, his wife was a Russian intelligence agent, so.
And he was managing a movie theater?
Supposedly, and I'm just going to say this supposedly because I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
But she was a Russian intelligence agent.
She was.
Oh, his wife.
Yeah.
For the KGB. And she defected. And they met in Las Vegas because he was managing a theater out on the Vegas Strip.
Okay.
They ended up getting married, everything like that, and somehow they ended up on bumfucked Ohio. Well, I really can't say Columbus is, barren, but I mean,
but it's still Ohio.
It's still Ohio.
And so, and how old was this guy, you think?
Shit, that was 10 years, no, 9 years ago. So he was probably in his late 30s.
And was his wife 50?
No, his wife was actually 30. I want to say like mid 30s.
Okay.
This was back before the whole Ukraine shit started and everything like that. So, hi, Stacy.
Yeah,
thanks for not taking our show tonight.
oh, look at that. She must be done. She must be. She must be done with her show.
Ian, I'll let you have this one real quick. I need to go to a bio real quick.
Well, but hold on. I can't let this go. The fucking KGB was disbanded in 1991. If they were 30 years old 10 years ago, that would have mean she was a 10-year-old KGB operative living in fucking Ohio.
No. She didn't come until she was in her 30s to the States. Russian order bride.
Okay, cool. KGB gone 1991. KGB no longer a thing 1991.
Okay.
Collapse of the Soviet Union, KGB.
Like I said, the story I heard.
Yeah, I know. And that it was all bullshit.
I did not add common sense or anything like that.
That's
I'm
fair.
just saying.
Go to the bathroom.
It was
Stacy. How's everything going over there?
Yeah,
you do your bio.
Stacy, you have fun.
All right, so Stacy, we decided to have yet another impromptu show on our night, which is totally fine. And now I don't even know if you stuck around for your lashings here. But no, guys, truly, we're coming up at 10 o'clock right now. It's actually going to be the wrap. I'm actually not gonna let him finish. I'm gonna throw a bow on this now. Because I gotta get home. Obviously, I'm not live from my living room this time. I'm actually from the office. Want to say thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for joining us this evening. I do greatly appreciate it. And now this feels like one of those opportunities where you can get all of your friends to leave the bar while your friend's in the bathroom just to fuck with them a little bit. And I love that for me right now. So guys, thank you again. Stay blessed. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And this is going to be hilarious backstage with Russ.